Hello and welcome to the Profit Break from the Bowling University studio at the International Bowling Campus in Arlington, Texas. If you're joining us for the first time, we're glad you're here. Give us 15 minutes and you'll be well on your way to improving yourself and your profitability. You know, one of the most special things about our industry is the unselfish willingness by some of the most successful operators to share their knowledge and experience to help the rest of us grow. It's even more special when that person's operation has been awarded Best in the World accolades. On today's show, we're going to speak with Craig Buster, the general manager of Coconut Bowl at Wild Island in Sparks, Nevada. Craig has been at Wild Island for 31 years and is currently in his 23rd year as general manager. In 2022, he and his team were awarded the very prestigious IAPA Brass Ring Award for Best FEC in the world. That's right, I'll say it again, let it soak in, Best FEC in the world. So, Craig, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your time with us.
Thank you, JK. Glad to be here.
Boy, congratulations on that award. That is really something. Very impressive. Good for you. I know you're a hard worker, and you guys must really be. I mean, it's hard not to brag when you say Best FEC in the world, but hey, it is what it is. You know, I don't know what's next. Best in the universe, or
win it again.
Yeah, there you go. That is awesome. Congratulations. So Craig, we want to pick your brain a little bit today, so you can share some of that knowledge and experience and what it took to get there. So to give everybody a visual, in case they haven't seen your website or been to your place, tell us a little bit about your location.
Coconut Bowl in Sparks, Nevada is a 125,000 square foot indoor facility. We also have 2 outdoor miniature golf courses. Within Coconut Bowl, we have 46 bowling lanes, which are split into 4 sections. We have a bank of 22, a bank of 16, and 2 banks of 4 that can be combined into 8. We also have blacklight mini golf. We have a dark ride, which is our XD Adventure Theater. We have our high velocity. It's an interactive indoor play structure. We've got 12 billiards tables. We've got a 25,000 square foot indoor glow-in-the-dark go-kart track, arcade, which has about 100 games, redemption store, and laser tag, of course. I think that's all. I think I made it all. And we got, of course, our event rooms. We've got 2 bars, strong food and beverage program, and we also have a food truck that's on the patio of our miniature golf course.
I did not know that. Wow, that's to me it sounds fun, but it also sounds really complicated. Okay.
So, a lot.
I bet it's a lot. So tell us this though. That's a handful for anybody. So with all that you have to do on a daily basis and all the years that you've been there, what do you feel is the most important factor that you attribute to your success? What's the most important thing?
I would say our leadership team. It's something we're really proud of. We've got 24 managers that run the entire park. That includes Coconut Bowl and our water park, which I believe I left out earlier. And their average amount of time here is 17 years. We believe in our people. We believe in our leadership with our managers and supervisors. And I think that they just kind of lead the charge on a daily basis.
Okay. I see behind you, there's a great wall. Is this something that you use with your management team when you're bringing them on? I mean, that's amazing to have that kind of tenure with the management team. How do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, we believe in 3 different things whenever we're starting to make any type of business decision. We've got behind me, we have our brand pillars, which is basically you just kind of figure out what your brand is and start breaking it down. And every decision we make, from something small to something large, is going to be based around these brand pillars. If it doesn't fit, then we just don't do it. We also have our core values. We have a mission statement, of course. But these brand pillars really help guide us, and they're posted everywhere. It's more of an internal type of situation, but they're posted in every manager's office, the break room, the employee walkways, anything like that.
Okay, so it's everywhere. They live that mission statement. So, I mean, what else do you do? I mean, those are great. I love those. What else do you do? How do you manage to hold on to your management team for so long? I mean, do you have any special things that you do with them to incentivize them to stay on? Or?
Well, we do. We just it's pretty simple for us. We lead with our hearts. We lead with our hearts first, and we're just human beings. And if you truly treat them like family, your culture will start to follow. They work hard. They're friends. We've been in each other's weddings before. It just really starts to feed your culture when you really become a tight knit group. We take care of them. We have, we a pretty good, we bonus structures and parties, and we truly believe in getting involved in the industry. So we believe in them, and we want them to understand that this is a big industry, and this can be something that can be a career for you. Because I think some of the young up and comers don't quite understand that.
All right, so that's great. You've got a tenured management team, which leads to a lot of stability. A lot of just treating people the right way. Has that impacted the tenure of your management team? Does that have an impact on your hourly staff?
I think it does. I think they see that I think we have 3 generations of people that have worked here, that work here currently. There's different, we've got a grandma, their parents, and a child. It's pretty wild. I think our retention rate's really strong. Last year it was, retention rate was over 70%. This year it's over 80%.
Wow.
Because they see that we truly believe in what we do here. And we treat them like family. We just try to talk to, from the 14-year-old employees to the 84-year-old league specialists. We treat them all the same, and we just talk to them every day. The manager on duty, one of their main jobs is just to walk around and say, "Hey, how's it going?" Ask them about school, life, whatever. Just try to touch base with them and show them that we're just human beings, and we want it to be a fun place to work.
Okay. That's amazing. When you talking about keeping 80%, how many employees do you have?
We right around 200.
Okay.
Just for Coconut Bowl, and then our water park is around 200 to 250 seasonally.
So between the two, you've got over 400? Oh my gosh, wow. Imagine what the time savings is on training when you've got those kind of turnover rates. The industry, that we use for a benchmark with the restaurant and hospitality, it's being generous, is over 75%. So, often it's over 100. In your case, you're probably around 20. That speaks volumes right there. That speaks volume. So, okay, so that's some of that has to do, of course, with your management team and your leadership. Tell us what you do. Walk us through that process when you're hiring your staff. How does it look from beginning till the time that they're on their own at whatever function they're at? What does that look like for you guys?
Well, it's quite the process, and it's something that we're constantly tweaking, especially trying to adapt to different age groups and demographics that we're hiring. But the first thing we do is something fairly new to us. It's a company that we use that's called My Interview, and basically we record interviews from each part of the leadership team, and then the employee is able to watch, the applicant is able to watch those videos and video themselves answering that question. And then they go through the different questions, and then we see all those videos. So if we decide to hire that person, then we move them on to what's called HR Cloud. So it's an online, they do all their I-9, W-4, all that stuff. And then from there, we do another onboarding process through Prezi. Instead of using PowerPoint, which can be just kind of stagnant, Prezi is kind of fun, and it keeps them more engaged. And then from there, we bring them on for training. And the training depends on what department you work in. But it could take most trainings take about a week to get everybody kind of up to speed. So we do a training process, and we do a shadowing process, and then we also let them be on their own. But the one thing we've started to learn from these younger kids is that they don't all want to work alone. They want to work in teams. And so we've had to adapt to that and kind of just make that work.
Well, good for you guys for being adaptive, because things are a little bit different now, I know, than when I worked in a center. So you've got a system, you follow that system, and apparently it's working for you because you're hiring the right kind of people and you're keeping them. So from there, ultimately you're in business to make a buck, right? It's great to have a great team. It's great to keep them on board, to have them engaged, have that relationship. Has all of these processes and systems that you've implemented in doing and the way you treat your staff, how does that transfer to how they treat your guests?
Usually it's pretty good. They see how they watch us interact with the guests as well. Some of the younger kids are a little bit more afraid of them, of the guests, but they see how we just want to treat everybody. And every situation isn't about winning. It's about both parties winning, meaning that we want the customer to be happy and want the employee to be happy. So we talk about that winning a lot and how we can manipulate that to every interaction with a guest should be a positive one. Now, granted, that's not always going to happen. We know this. We've been doing this a while. We put 800,000 people through Coconut Bowl last year.
Wow.
So we had our fair share of people that probably weren't too happy with us, and that's fine. But we have systems in place. We have supervisors there. We have management team there. So we have different layers. You know, we've built this large business, and it has to be like an onion. There has to be multiple layers to make it succeed.
Well, you put that many people through, you're bound to get somebody that, you know, maybe didn't have the ultimate time. But you know what? That's how you learn, and I think it's all about the recovery and how you do that. I mean, looking at your reviews online, they're awesome. So you guys do a great job. We have time for one more question. Okay, so I see the values that are behind you, and you instill those with your management team, and you have them around the center. How do you make sure that your hourly team, your hourly staff, lives that mission and vision every day? How do you do that, you and your management team?
Well, it's just constant one-on-one conversations with them. You know, if we need to redirect them a little bit or try to get them excited about whatever might be happening today, inform them what's going on today. It's how many birthday parties, this is how many groups we have. We have this bowling league, we have this sweep, or whatever it might be. So, and we just try to get them engaged and make them feel like they are part of the decision making. I mean, Coconut Bowl was named by one of our bowling mechanics. I mean, we truly believe that some of these employees that come in and worked here 6 months have some great ideas, and we want to hear them, because when you've done things a long time, sometimes it's easy to get stagnant. So we listen to them. We truly, truly do. And, you know, some of the ideas are a little wacky, but that's okay. I mean, we can sometimes take that wacky idea and turn it into something good. So we just listen and talk to them constantly.
Wow. You know what? It seems so simple. It seems so basic. Listen to your team. Listen to your people. Hire the right kind of people. Instill the right values in them, and then just treat them right. So it's not that easy to do, though. But somehow you guys have managed, especially with the size location that you have. That's really amazing. And again, it's quite an accomplishment. Best FEC on planet Earth. I'll do a little bit of editing there myself. So, Craig, you know what, Craig, I think you are somebody that we can just host a whole series, and you could walk us through all the great things that you're doing there and educating us. But you know, Gerald's going to tell me to get off the air in a minute. So we're going to leave it at that. We're going to thank you for your time today. I know you're a really busy man, and thank you for sharing your wisdom and your knowledge with the rest of us.
Thank you. I'm very honored to be here.
Okay, thanks, Craig. If you want to learn more about Coconut Bowl at Wild Island, you can visit their website at wildisland.com, or you can connect with Craig directly at cbuster@wildisland.com. As we wrap up another edition of the Profit Break, remember that when your focus is on growing people, just as Craig's is, people will grow your business. This episode, as well as all of our previous Profit Break episodes, are available 24/7 for you and your team at bowlinguniversity.net. Plus, new episodes are available every month, so mark your calendar, watch your email, and join us on Facebook to hear about the latest episodes. Till then, I'm John Karabatsis, and do for one what you wish you could do for everyone. Bye for now, and we'll see you next time.